WrestleZone presents Lost in the Midcard. Here are your hosts, Jeremy Bennett and Matt Black.
We're back.
Look at me transitioning there. Hey, welcome to the podcast where you are never too large to wear a floral pattern. It's Lost in the Midcard. What a great quote from, I can't remember who said that. Shibata. No, Shibata said he is too large to wear a floral pattern. I am disagreeing with Shibata. Samoa Joe can wear whatever the fuck he wants. Welcome, we're back. That's a major scary car issues on Mother's Day. So I got those fixed last Monday ASAP, which was after work. So we had to take a week off, but that's all right because we come back to 2 pay-per-views this weekend. We're going to break both of those down. That's basically what we got to talk about tonight because I don't think there's really much big news that really kind of came out this week anyways.
Well, as I said on Twitter a couple minutes before the show, like we're more than willing to talk about any stories or news or whatever you guys want to talk about over in the past week. But I honestly don't feel like the last week has been that eventful.
I haven't drank
news-wise in the world of wrestling. So I'm like, we got Kane and Quinn and Lorraine to talk about. We're gonna talk about Double or Nothing, and then from there, like it's open season, chat. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about it up until Raw. So
I haven't
have some fun.
I haven't drank on the show in a while. There we go. I was like looking at the fridge. I'm like, this looks good. I started trivia on Wednesdays, not every Wednesday. Right now, just the first and third Wednesdays. So I'll miss about every other Dynamite Live. But I started a third bar, More Money. It's a brewery, and so
that's right up your alley.
I got a 4-pack. Well, more lately, I drink rum, usually Morgan Diet, but I'll have a beer.
I just meant alcohol. It's right up your alley, sir.
Mm-hmm. I don't drink at home much anymore, though. But yeah, brewery. It's good beer. Like I said, I usually drink rum, but I'll drink beer at a brewery when in Rome. So I had a lot of fun with that trivia there. But yeah, we were off last week. Nothing eventful, so thankfully we all that shit happened on a good week, and we come back with 2 pay-per-views to look forward to on the holiday weekend. 4-day weekend for me, but I got to work next Friday, so that kind of defeats the purpose.
MK, I want to tell you right now, if you want to worry about Dark and Elevation booking, watch Ring of Honor on Thursday nights, and you'll be very thankful for what he gives you Saturdays on Collision. Thursdays, Ring of Honor might as well be called Ring of Honor Dark or Ring of Honor Elevation because that's what that show is.
I canceled my subscription, so
it's not, honestly, it's only worth it on the months that they're having their pay-per-views. Other than that, it's hard. It's hard to watch those shows at this point, and I'm at the point where since I'm doing coverage for both Ring of Honor and TNA on Thursday nights for WrestleZone, I have reverted to the old style of how we used to cover Dark and Elevation on the website, and that's how we cover ROH now. Because honestly, nothing happens on that show at all. It's a complete and utter waste of everybody's time.
You said Dark and Elevation. I thought you were saying on the show. I'm like, we covered those before.
No, like how we cover Dark and Elevation on
WrestleZone.
Yeah. That's how I cover Ring of Honor now.
That's
all the coverage. Honestly, their weekly TV product deserves. Their pay-per-views are still excellent every time, but their weekly TV, it's brutal. It really is. It's just I every week I'm watching. I'm like, why are we even bothering with this? The only good thing I could say about it is at least they've gone from the 2 to 2.5 hour shows to keeping them around an hour, and I like that. I like that heck of a lot more than their marathon shows just to get people on TV.
I like the Outrunners just because they're funny looking with the 80s
I don't like the Outrunners or the Iron Savages. I think they're
I don't
They're the kind, to me,
hate.
they're the kind of tag teams that belong on Ring of Honor and keep them off of Collision.
I
I
don't
don't want them on
hate.
Collision.
I don't hate Iron Savage.
I don't say I wouldn't say I hate either of those teams, but I'm not a fan of either of those teams. And I think those are the type of teams that belong on ROH every Thursday night, and I don't want to see them on Collision or Dynamite.
I
Or I don't want to see them on Rampage either. Like if it is AEW in the name, I don't want to see those two teams on my show.
I liked Bear Country, and now they're just basically perverts. So
I think the Bear Country gimmick was definitely more entertaining and up my alley
then perverts.
than what the Iron Savages do now.
Perverts are up my alley.
Savages. I can't stand Jack Jameson. They're definitely not for me.
Steven Chambers, don't worry, man. Hope your mom is doing good. We were off last week.
Oh man, a stroke, Steven. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. We were off last week actually. So, but thanks for joining us tonight, man. Yeah, like I said, I got a 4-day weekend because I'm always off on Fridays except for holiday weeks. Then that means I got to follow it up with a 2-day weekend next weekend. But oh well, that's all right. I get to sleep in all next week when I work my 4 days of my main job. But we are back. We got 2 pay-per-views to preview. And then we'll open the floor. We'll also preview Raw and Dynamite, and then we'll open the floor up to.
We actually have the entire Dynamite card already. They announced the entire card for Dynamite on Saturday night. The entire show.
I wish they would go back to putting the whole show on one damn graphic.
They literally did a video on Collision. It broke down every single thing that'll be on.
Instead,
Dynamite I got this Wednesday.
Instead, I got to scroll through all of Twitter. But I'll do.
Just chill. I'm gonna send you the preview from WrestleZone. I got you.
Attaboy.
I'm gonna send in the private chat gimmick.
Though we're 8 minutes into the episode,
there you go.
Let's finish the intro. Don't forget to subscribe to WrestleZone, all one word. Hit the bell icons. Every time WrestleZone goes live, we go live every Monday, 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central, 4:10 Pacific, leading you up to Monday Night Raw. I think Dick Wolf is working tonight, so Dick Wolf will write us off at 7:00 Central. Also, give us a thumbs up. That helps spread the video out to the algorithm, and comment on the YouTube videos too. That helps spread the word as well. Helps us out tremendously. And of course, thank you to everybody in the live stream that joins us all the damn time. Frantic World MK, Steven Chambers, and Safit, thank you for joining us. As always, it is much appreciated. And like I said, we have really this is a show with no format this week because literally no news. So we'll break down the 2 pay-per-views. We'll give you the previews for Dynamite and Raw, and then we'll send you on your merry way to Rawville. But I am Jeremy Bennett. You can find me on the Twitter.
Rawville.
Yeah. I am Jeremy Bennett. You can find me on the Twitter at JB Huskers. As always, my co-host. He is on the Twitter at Raw F Showtime. Mr. Matt Black.
We're back.
Yeah. We haven't maybe missed 1 week, maybe because of a holiday.
Last week was the first week we missed on WrestleZone.
Since WrestleZone, okay.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but
yeah. Well,
we've had quite the weekly streak of keeping everything.
Yeah.
Everything rolling.
Yeah, scary situation on the highway for me. Thankfully, I was able to pull over safely, and I got about $800 worth of work done for $400, so I can't complain.
I will answer this right now, MK. Triple H can get away with booking 5-match shows when Peacock runs anywhere between $6 and $12 a month. When AEW is charging $50 for a pay-per-view, give me those 4 to 5 hour shows and make me feel like I'm getting my money's worth. If I paid $50 for a 5-match card that the WWE is doing lately, I'd be fucking pissed.
That reminds me.
You can get away with that shit on Peacock. You can't get away with that shit for $50 now.
That reminds me.
You got to give the show and you got to give the people a big card. That's just my preference. I'm not spending that kind of money for a 5-match show.
Reminds me, I need to get the VPN out here during Monday Night Raw. Get Saturday ready. Saturday. Wait, Sunday. Saturday day though. So I like those day pay-per-views, man. I don't hate those at all.
Yeah, 1 p.m. for King of the Ring, which
is it the same time? I was gonna look that up.
I guess we should just jump right into King and Queen of the Ring.
Yep, right there it is. King and Queen of the Ring, live from the Blood Money in Saudi Arabia. Which has gotten better shows over the years. It's gone away from looking like a glorified house show. It's evolved. Even under Vince, it evolved. So hopefully under Triple H, it continues to evolve to where we get an entertaining show. And right now, as of this booking, we only have 5 matches on the card. But why did I think I was watching Raw? Or no, I was watching SmackDown Saturday. I thought the semis and the finals were both on the pay-per-view.
No, they're okay. Monday. No, just the finals.
So the finals are the brand finals are tonight and Friday.
Correct.
Okay, I thought
Friday SmackDown's taking place in Saudi.
Yeah.
So
it'll be taped at like early our time, so there'll be spoilers like in the afternoon.
Well, I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping they air it internationally like they did last month in France, and I can end up, watching SmackDown at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, like I did.
Did they Peacock that, or what did they do?
No, it wasn't on Peacock. It was international. You had a VPN. You could watch it. So
I've got ways.
I watched SmackDown and covered it for WrestleZone that Friday afternoon, so we didn't have to worry about it that night. So I'm kind of hoping they do. I'm kind of hoping they do that again this week.
I'll have to try to remember.
We'll be able to cover SmackDown early and get that out of the way. Because Rampage is at 6:30 on Friday, so we can get that and SmackDown out of the way before it airs. It'll be a pretty easy Friday going into one heck of a hectic weekend.
Yeah, I got nothing going on Friday during the day. I'm off Fridays. So I work 10-hour days, and so yeah, I'll have to see if that is airing internationally. Then I might be able to maybe catch that as it happens, maybe on Friday.
Yeah, what's this said? TNT Sports in the UK is where I watched it a few weeks ago right before Backlash. I don't know if TNT Sports is airing this, but I hope they are. Like, Sifid, if you know, please let us know if they're airing it at an earlier time, because that would be great.
And that would probably be, will that still be 1 o'clock your time?
Yeah, so it was 1 o'clock. It was 1 to 3 o'clock my time Eastern. So, and it's 1 o'clock Eastern on Saturday as well. So it just all works out. I'm hoping we get that this week. Well, I'm sure we'll know by the end. I'm sure we'll know before Friday.
Yeah, I'll try to look that up on Friday then. So I guess before we get into the King and Queen of the Ring predictions, we might as well predict the semifinals. Let's first start tonight on Monday Night Raw. It is main event, Jey Uso against Gunther. This is going to be a banger. I can't wait.
Who you got?
I gotta go. I don't like it. I mean, I like him. Gunther is so obvious of winning this. I want somebody else to win and not the obvious. But I think though it'd be cool to see Jey Uso win. I almost am kind of wondering if he may be winning Money in the Bank this year along with Tiffany Stratton. So I think we're going to save his big win for then and go with Gunther. How about you?
The Yeet Man getting it done tonight on Raw.
Nefarious ways, maybe.
No, I think there'll be nefarious ways for Tama Tonga to beat Randy Orton on Friday. because I think
Ooh.
they set this match up at the pay-per-view last month when they had that stare down with the new bloodline and Heyman and stuff with Jay before his match with Damian. I think the finals is Jey Uso and Tama Tonga.
King Yeet? Are we calling King Yeet then?
That's what I'm gaming for. Yes, I think Jey Uso wins King of the Ring.
My gut says Gunther wins King of the Ring, but my heart almost wants Randy Orton to win, just as it's something he's never won. And so this could just be an achievement he has never reached, even though usually King of the Ring is a springboard. Well, that sure didn't really springboard Woods. I wish Triple H was booking back then when King Woods won, because that was a disaster after Vince forgot about it a month later. So I figured it was just going to be set up for Gunther to win, but I would happily love to see Randy Orton take him out, because I wanted to. I'm going like the complete opposite of you. I'm thinking Kevin Owens.
You're thinking Orton and
thinking
Gunther.
Yeah, and I'm thinking Orton wins, and I'm thinking KO helps Orton on Friday to help Orton get to the finals.
Well, we're gonna know who wins on Friday based on who wins tonight.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Like
it ain't gonna be match. It ain't gonna be Gunther.
Yeah, it's
not Gunther and Tonga. No.
Exactly. So we will 100% know who's winning on Friday based on after who wins tonight.
Though Jay and Randy would be badass.
I think it's Jay's time. I think Jay wins, and I don't think they want Bloodline. I don't think they want anyone in the Bloodline losing right now, and that's why I definitely think Tama Tonga gets over on Orton, because it'll be the numbers game. But then I see Orton and maybe even Kevin Owens helping Jey Uso even out the thing with the Bloodline on Saturday and winning King of the Ring. That's how I think it happened, because they will protect the Bloodline extremely on Saturday.
Yeah.
To let Jay win that match, and it will allow Jay to be interjected back into that Bloodline storyline without diving headfirst, since they're on separate brands at the moment.
Do we see Jimmy on this weekend?
I think he's still hurt, as far as I understand. I could be.
Oh, he's.
That would be honestly. Jimmy Uso would be a great person to come in and help him win on Saturday. But as far as I know, he's still out.
I didn't realize he was legit hurt.
No, he was legit hurt.
They sure.
That's why they wrote him off TV.
They fucked him up on that.
That attack was to write him off TV because he's legit hurt.
My gut is the Saudi show is always about the big established stars, and so my gut was thinking Orton's going to win this thing, if not Gunther. And so I still think I'm going to still stick with Orton, but I don't hate your booking at all. I actually like your booking, but I'll stick with Orton for now, just because I think
I just can't see King Randy Orton.
It'd be fun.
As much fun as
he's having, he'll have fun with that.
To me, he's the least likely person that of the names that are left. He's the least likely I can see adopting a king like King Haku.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
It runs in the family. King Haku, his son wins King of the Ring. To me, I can see arguments for everybody but Randy Orton for winning.
As much fun as Randy's having, he would run with it and have fun. And Owens would be like his court gesture or something like that, and it would be fun. And then they're going to be
something,
and they're going to win, and they're going to win the tag titles. They're going to beat Waller and Theory.
I think DIY's taking those.
I hope so, because DIY's lost so much. But I still think Orton and KO are going to be tag champs unless they are continuing a bloodline feud. I don't know. And maybe, War Games is a ways away, but you never know. It may not, I don't know if KO and Orton, I wouldn't say bloodline, or I wouldn't say War Games, but I wouldn't be surprised if KO and Orton team up maybe with Jimmy at some point and face a 6-man tag at a pay-per-view, maybe Money in the Bank, possibly. I don't know. What did you make of Tama Tonga's pre-match ritual in the locker room? It's like a Tasmanian devil or something like that.
That's how they want to portray. More
That was
power to
in, that was
them.
that was a little
It
interesting.
was interesting. It certainly wasn't what I would have expected, or how I would use Tama Tonga, but hell, whatever.
Man, I just as much fun as Orton's having though, man. I'd love to see King Orton just for shits and giggles. But I mean, shit, you can't go wrong with any of the four. I know you're saying you can't see a situation as Orton as King,
Yeah,
but
Orton's the one I'm like, I can't fathom.
I just don't
I
think you can
can't
go wrong
fathom
though.
it working with Orton.
You could
To
have
me,
something.
the only way it works with Orton is if he gets the crown and everything, and he has it the next week on SmackDown, and then we never see it again. Like the Bloodline attack him and smash the crown or something, and then
Yeah.
it's just done. Like I can't see any other way that Orton would carry on the character. I could see Gunther carrying it on. I could see Jey Uso carrying it on. I could see Tama Tonga carrying it on. I can't see Randy Orton carrying it on. It seems like Triple H is putting a very heavy importance on the King and Queen of the Ring this year. Like, so I can't imagine that the winners are just going to discard the King and Queen gimmick immediately. I think they're going to hold on to it for a bit.
The women, you've got Io Sky, Lyra, Valkyria on the Raw side, Nia Jax, Bianca Belair on the SmackDown side. This is a weird one because obviously the strongest player in this is Bianca. I just don't see a Queen Bianca thing here and of course her and Jade are still tag champs. I honestly think Nia Jax is winning this, and we're going to get an evil Queen. I honestly think Queen Io could be fun, kind of like a little like the gimmick of Jesus, what's her name in AEW? She does the
Emi
Freddie Mercury.
Sakura.
Yeah, Emi Sakura. Io could probably do something like that. I would have, but I don't know. Like looking at this lineup, though, I would think Io would beat Lyra. Then maybe it's Io beating Bianca. But
I think the finals are Io and Bianca at this point.
And Io wins,
especially since Bianca was so insistent at Backlash that after that she was done with Damage Control.
Oh,
and putting them both in the finals means you're not quite done with Damage Control just yet.
I honestly think the knee costs Bianca and Nia wins that match. It might be Io and Nia, who for all we know, but except I think
that would be a terrible finals.
Yeah, they probably want some more star power at the Saudi event. So now I'm more convinced that it's going to be Io and Bianca. I'm more convinced now just because they want that. There's no women's tag match at King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, not right now. Anyway, I mean that could change tonight. But
if there's a tag title match, then it's Nia Jax winning. But if there's not a tag title match, it's going to be Io Sky beating Bianca Belair.
Steven makes a great point. Liv costing
Bird Lady.
Lyra Valkyria tonight would make perfect sense in the story.
I love Lyra.
Continuing to anger Becky.
I love Lyra.
That makes sense.
I love how the main event crowd is carried over the NXT woos for Lyra's entrance as well. I'm gonna go Io beating Bianca now, though. I think they want Bianca in that match in Saudi.
Okay,
so
I'm picking Bianca to go over.
Queen Bianca. There's rumors though that she's pregnant.
Dude, those rumors come up like every 3 to 6 months. She ain't pregnant.
Well, who was Angelo telling to pull out? Maybe just everybody that you follow.
They were trolling along with, they were joking along with everybody else.
It's a PSA.
They were just they're in on the joke at this point.
It's just a PSA. Everybody pull out. Women's World Championship, Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. If Rhea's close to coming back, I think Liv wins.
100% Liv wins.
Yep.
Like this is the moment that Liv's fans wanted her to have, and this is the moment she'll get. because it's much more impactful to her to win a championship title in a one-on-one match instead of a makeshift wasted time battle royal. So I see Liv getting this win, and I don't know when Rhea's going to be back, but I do definitely see Liv holding that title until Rhea gets back. This will
be Rhea's getting it back as soon as she comes.
Yeah, back. No, Rhea will beat Liv for the title when she gets back.
It's funny because
I don't think they'll rush it immediately. I think they'll build to it for a few weeks.
But it's funny how Rhea was probably getting close to dropping that title, having it for over a year, but then she gets hurt and never lost the title. So now I'm almost fully thinking when she comes back, she's going to have another lengthy run with that title. Honestly,
to me, if she's good to go, and I don't know her time frame. To me, Liv holds the title till SummerSlam, and Rhea beats her there.
SummerSlam or maybe Survivor Series.
I think that if she's good to go by SummerSlam, I think Liv holding until Survivor Series is way too long. I'm not. To me,
it depends on when she's. No, I mean it depends on Rhea when Rhea's.
Let's say Rhea makes a surprise return to Clash in the Castle. At that point, she's winning the title at SummerSlam, and I'm just spitballing. I don't know when she's due back. But if she's back before SummerSlam, like weeks before, I think SummerSlam's the prime date for her to get the title back.
Yes, Stephen Chambers. We're going to mention that once we got done talking about everything else. But congratulations, Angelo Parker, Ruby Soho getting married. Lots of women in attendance there from all companies. I loved the photo that Tay Mello sent out of all the ladies lining up, and then they put Tony Storm in black and white. That was just brilliant.
She's timeless, man.
God, who all? There's a lot of God, who all was there? Nikki Cross was there. Allie. Try to think off the top of my head. A lot of women were in that photo.
There was a lot.
A lot of women in that photo.
And there's a lot of women that were there that weren't even in that photo. So
yeah.
There was a lot of her friends there from multiple companies.
Triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, Bronson Reed. I'm going Chad Gable. Thank you.
Sammy retains.
I'm going Chad Gable.
I don't see a chance in hell of Sammy dropping the title this week.
Turning heel for nothing. Then Chad Gable's winning it. That's gonna be the one we disagree on, huh?
Yeah, you ain't pinning Sammy and Saudi. It's not happening.
Well, we ain't gonna argue on this one. Singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul. My God, I thought this was going to be Cody 2 belts, and he finishes the Grand Slam.
I thought we were just going to get a weird finish when both titles were on the line. Now it's clear as day what they're doing. So Cody Rhodes crossroads, middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, goodbye.
Right on the Prime logo too. He's gonna do 3 crossroads. Right, he's gonna drag
smash his face right on his stupid Prime logo.
He's gonna drag him to that Prime logo for every one of the crossroads. He ain't just gonna. He's gonna crossroad. Then he's gonna shuffle over to the logo, hit another one, and then shuffle back over to the logo and hit another one.
Pin him right on top of the Prime logo.
No, I thought Stephen Chambers agrees with me on Chad Gable. No, I thought with it giving Cody the Grand Slam, but I mean, it's not like Cody's going to retire anytime soon, so he can win that U.S. title at any point down the line. You know who's winning that title soon, though? Yeah.
Yeah, no, they said to
they're already sowing those seeds.
They set that up on SmackDown. I'm like, all right.
Yep.
Because that's what we all expected at WrestleMania. We expected Knight and Paul, and I guess clearly WWE wasn't ready for Paul to drop the title yet, so they pushed it. So hopefully that now is the plan for SummerSlam.
See, what I was thinking with this build, I thought, Paul's got maybe a commitment or something. He's going to have to take time away from WWE, and so he's going to drop it to Cody. And then Cody, being Cody, would probably relinquish it after he's the Grand Slam champion and like put up a tournament, and he picks the guys that are in the tournament or something like that. I kind of thought maybe that Paul had to maybe step away for a little bit. Props to Paul though. who is he's doing week in and week out as a WWE superstar. He's doing a hell of a job too at it. You know, he's not a part-time bitch like some people we know, right, Matt?
He's part-time, but he's not part-time like
not Brock,
some people,
not Roman.
Yeah,
boy,
he's definitely around more than Brock and Roman were.
Boy, the Rock was around more than Roman, which was funny. Boy, that crowd. We're not even a month and a half off of Mania, and that crowd is itching for Roman to get back, which is wild. I did not expect.
They want to see him as a babyface confronting
the
bloodline.
I
totally saw this coming.
I saw it coming, but I didn't expect the groundswell to start this soon.
Oh, the way Paul Heyman has played and everything, I think this was WWE's plan all along.
I loved when he was looking at Jay. Help me. And Solo.
I think Paul has perfectly played everything here.
And Solo caught that. Man, speaking of doing a good job, Solo taking the lead of the bloodline right now, promos and everything, man. Solo doing a hell of a job, man. He's growing in this role now. And you could show he's showing right now he could be a leader of a faction. I am really loving the work Solo's doing right now. Matt, you agree?
Well, they need to solidify him more. If the backstage reports are suggesting that the reason Jacob Fatu hasn't been brought on WWE programming yet is because they're worried that he's going to overshadow Solo Sikoa. So if you need to build Solo up more, you better do it quick, because
that's why you need to have him.
It's kind of a waste of time. Jacob Fatu sitting at home right now. That's
why you need to have him against Solo, not with Solo.
Nah, because that's not the final plan.
Wow.
The war. You've heard the reports of what the plan is.
I might have forgot.
It's Solo, Guerrillas of Destiny, and Jacob Fatu against Roman, the Usos, and Sami Zayn in War Games.
Oh yeah, I did remember. Oh man, Sami Zayn reuniting with the bloodline.
Exactly. Like that's the big payoff. So Jacob has to be with
Steven Chambers. When will we see Jacob Fatu?
We're literally just talking about it. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Maybe Friday, if your plan comes to fruition and he helps Tama Tonga win the SmackDown bracket. Or maybe King of the Ring.
But there lies the problem. If he helps Tama win on Friday, he has to help Tama win on Saturday too.
True.
Like if Tama wins thanks to Jacob Fatu on SmackDown, Tama has to win the entire thing on Saturday, because you don't debut Jacob Fatu for that and then have know what he did on Friday mean nothing the following day.
Safit in the chat, thank you. 6 p.m. UK time for TNT Sports for SmackDown this Friday.
That's 1 p.m. That's 1 p.m. my time.
That's 12.
I'm loving it.
That's 12 my time. I'll set my alarm because I'll probably be getting drunk Thursday.
Fucking go.
I work so much from Monday to Thursday. I literally just get drunk Thursday because it's like, what a week. I'm ready for the weekend. But hey, now it's a
CJB.
Yep. I got to host trivia first, but I get a drink while I do that, which is fun. MK's tired of the bloodline. I'm not. It's ramping up for me, baby. I'm loving it, especially.
I think the bloodline's on the next chapter of their story right now. I'm definitely interested in the shift that the storyline has taken since WrestleMania.
Yeah, and like I said, the crowd is chanting, "We want Roman." I did not think they would chant it this early, though. I knew that this was the plan. I just didn't think the WWE Universe would be already itching for Roman, which is wild to me. But I love it. I can't wait.
I'm not surprised.
We may not have time for other things. We're already 14 minutes away from Raw. That means it's time to switch, though, because we are done with King and Queen of the Ring. It should be a fun show. Can't wait to see it on Saturday afternoon. Let's go to Sunday night, baby. We're going to Vegas. Double or Nothing, MGM Grand Arena. This is, I guess, is this the WrestleMania for AEW, or is that All In?
I think it's All In now.
Okay. Used to be this, though, right?
I think there could have been. I think there's an argument that could be made that this could have been it, but it's definitely all in now.
9 matches on the card. Like we said, that's what we want to see when we're paying Fitty to see this, baby. We got 9 matches, and boy, this is. I'm looking up and down the card, and each one has been a good build. I've enjoyed it a lot, and let's dive right into it. AEW International Championship, Roderick Strong, Neck Strong, Will Ospreay. There is absolutely no way Will Ospreay loses, is there?
I don't think so. I definitely think Ospreay wins that title on Sunday.
I am going to Collision on June 9th, which is 2 weeks from Saturday. And I would love to see AEW International Champion Will Ospreay
You might
wrestle a match. I've never seen Ospreay wrestle in person, so finally AEW.
I've seen him in person, but I haven't seen him wrestle in person. So
good.
He made that return on the one Dynamite in DC a year ago, and he attacked Omega.
Good point by Frantic World. Double or Nothing is like their SummerSlam. So yeah, the number 2. Steven Chambers says Wardlow costing Strong, planting seeds of getting. Yeah, he might do like a dumb gimmick of getting on the ring first, and cost. Yeah, I could see it. We need to do something with Wardlow, for crying out loud. He was like the hottest thing 3 years ago. Literally, right? Am I right?
Dude hasn't been hot since the MJF feud ended.
Was he literally like one of the hottest people in that company at the point?
Yeah, until the MJF feud ended.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was it. Like, all his TNT title reigns sucked. He has no character right now at all.
No.
Like, I could take or leave Wardlow, honestly.
So
honestly, if his deal came up tomorrow and WWE wanted to pick him up, I'd be like, have fun.
So this is June 9th for Collision, is literally the first time AEW has been within an hour of me. Before it's been 3 hours away with Kansas City. And so like I'm looking up and down, like, who have I never seen in person? Takeshita, Orange Cassidy. Darby Allin. I've seen FTR, I think, with the Revival at a W. I would assume. I've never seen Swerve in person. I've been a friend. I've been a fan of Swerve since Lucha Underground, man. I want to dance with Prince Donna. Come on. Maybe Prince Donna makes his return. He makes his return Sunday,
I think
right?
Donna returns on Sunday. Yeah, I do.
I've seen Roderick Strong wrestle, obviously. Me and you went to Supercard of Honor about 8 years ago, ?
Yeah, roughly around 8 years ago, yeah.
You missed the main event because you went to meet Shinsuke Nakamura.
I think if anybody on that roster can get a good match out of Satnam Insane, it's going to be Bryan Danielson. We're going to find out what Satnam's made of on Wednesday, because if Danielson can't get a good match out of him, nobody can. I think he is in a sink or swim situation on Wednesday, and if Danielson can get a good match out of Satnam, I think I think he has a bright future with that company.
Yeah. He seemed to move around pretty good for a big guy.
If he shits the bed, with Danielson, that's it in my opinion. It's do or die on Wednesday.
MK, yeah, for Forbidden Door build, that's about 3 weeks out. My Collision will be about 3 weeks out.
Yeah, you might see some New Japan stars at that point.
Ooh, hell yeah. So yeah, you cannot have Will Ospreay lose this type of title match.
I don't think so either. I can't see Will Ospreay's first loss in AEW as a member of the full-time roster to Roderick Strong. I'm sorry. I love Roddy, but it's got to be Ospreay.
On top of that, yeah, I love Roddy going back to ROH when we used to cover ROH. I mean, I remember him and Jay Lethal wrestling 60 minutes in an arena that was like 100 degrees inside.
There.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I was there. That Iron Man match. No,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't an Iron Man match. It literally just went to time limit draw.
It just went 60.
It freaking rolled.
And it was hot as fuck in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the air did not work that night.
So Will Ospreay is he the hottest guy in AEW right now? Crowd reaction and popularity? Do you think?
Oh, he's their marquee guy right now.
Yeah.
Without question.
Yeah.
Like in terms of active people that aren't out on the shelf injured, he's absolutely their marquee attraction at the moment.
So Will Ospreay looking to win there. We both agree. Timeless Toni Storm against Serena Deeb for the Women's World Championship. I just can't see Toni losing this. I love Serena.
Can't either.
It's been a good build, honestly. I didn't know if we could get a good build out of these two. It's been a good build. I love Toni stripping naked and then wearing Serena's flag on Collision. That was fucking hilarious. I thought, are they just going to destroy the flag? No, they're not going to do what you expect. Tony's just going to get naked behind it and wear it. Man, that was so good. Toni Storm.
I can't see them putting the title on Deeb. She's
well,
not.
You know who's going to beat Toni for it?
Yeah. It's the Mariah May feud's right there, and that's where we end up. I feel like that's the All In match.
Yeah, I think so too.
I feel like Mariah May will face Toni Storm at All In. So you can't be taking the title off of Storm right now.
No.
And I love Deeb, in
the
ring, but she's not at the level to be considered an AEW Women's World Champion right now. Her character is just
not there.
It's just not there.
Adam Copeland, Malachi Black, barbed wire, steel cage. This is gonna fucking rule. And I've been saying it on this show all along. This has been built to put a singles title on Malachi Black, and I am not backing away from that. Malachi Black wins this match, and this could be I see a few show stealers in the card, but this could be one of those show stealers. Matt?
I think this match is going to be bonkers.
Ooh, yes, it will.
But I don't trust Malachi Black.
Why? You think he's leaving?
I do.
Woo!
I think Adam Copeland retains.
All right, I'm gonna go kayfabe and pretend he's not leaving, and I'm going.
I could be completely wrong. Maybe he accepts the option years on his contract and things get extended. I think by the end of this year, Aleister Black's back in WWE.
I won't hate that. A, he's gonna be with his wife. They're married, right?
Yeah.
B, Triple H booked him as the guy in NXT, and Vince just shit on it. God, the sound effects. I still hear those stupid sound effects. Man, imagine the old school Malachi Black entrance in WWE once again, man. That'd be awesome. I'm going to give you my surprise of the evening right here, right now. I am going to say Konosuke Takeshita beats Jon Moxley because it's an eliminator match. Moxley's going to retain at, I think it's Dominion. Is that what's coming up? In June? Moxley's facing...
I think it's Dominion, yeah.
Is it Sonata? No, it's...
Evil.
Oh, it's Evil. Has he fought... what's his name yet? Narita? Has he fought Narita yet?
Yeah, didn't he do that in Cali?
Maybe he did.
And Evil laid him out after the match.
Oh, I did not watch that. That was Resurgence then.
Yeah.
I did not watch that. I was gone. Okay. So I did not see Resurgence. Okay. I'm going to say Takeshita beats Moxley. Moxley's going to be Evil, and then we're going to get Takeshita and Moxley for the title at some point.
I think Takeshita's relationship with New Japan or lack thereof says all you need to know about why this is not for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
There's Matt.
And that's why Jon Moxley's going over.
There's Matt using logic.
I think New Japan. I think they have an adversarial relationship based on Takeshita's time in Japan.
DDT guy.
And I think AEW went to New Japan like, could we do this for the title? And they're like, nope.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, we'll just do an eliminator match.
Well,
that's my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but I think Mox wins.
Well, you fucking talked me into it now. Mox is my number one guy, by the way.
I know you love Mox.
If you've been listening to the show going on 9.5 years now, Mox has been my number one guy ever since he showed up and got in the face of Mick Foley in a feud we never got. But how about heel Trent Beretta? I like heel Trent Beretta. Asshole Trent Beretta. Are you liking asshole Trent Beretta?
I feel like asshole Trent Beretta's in a must-win situation.
Absolutely.
I feel like he needs to win on Sunday.
Yep. Trent Beretta,
if he loses again, he's done.
Yeah.
And this is the time to bring back Danhausen.
Orange has gone over way enough to where he could take a loss here.
This is when you bring back Danhausen.
To screw?
You make him think he's there for Cassidy, but he turns on Cassidy and sides with Trent. And then he's doing that, he's doing his heel Danhausen gimmick in AEW. That's how I'm booking this.
I'd love to see it like that.
I'm booking the return of Danhausen on Sunday, and he turns on Orange and helps Trent win.
God, we got no time left, but I'm gonna address what Ozzy said. Is Tiffany suspended? No, I think she posted that not listening to the audio and posted that by accident. Realized the comments, listened to the audio, and deleted it. I mean,
I did not see it on her actual page, so I could never.
I saw the video though.
I've seen the screen caps, but people fake that stuff all the time.
True.
I did not see that on her actual account. So if it was on there, it was not on there very long. And also, as someone who perpetually views everything on Instagram on mute.
Oh, I view everything.
I completely
my phone's on silent all the time.
Like that could happen.
All right,
I don't listen to any audio on Instagram. Everything's on mute. So
let's fly through these real quick because I think a few of these are going to be obvious. FTW rules, eliminator winner. It's going to be either Brian Keith.
It's got to be Hook.
But yeah, Hook gets.
It has to be Hook.
Hook gets back. I think Taz gets physically. I think Taz puts Jericho.
Taz can't get physical.
No, he could put a Taz mission on Jericho.
I don't even think he could do that, dude. All 4 of his limbs are fucked.
Damn. All right. Well, anyways, Hook's going to get the FTW. He's going to rip that fucking thing off. Mercedes Moné's winning unless Britt Baker costs her. I said this 2 weeks ago.
I think Camille debuts on Sunday and helps Mercedes win, and we get the modern day HBK and Diesel with
2 weeks ago
with Mercedes and Camille. I'm sticking with what I said a couple weeks ago.
And Swerve's retaining against Christian. That's not
100%.
So let's go to Anarchy in the Arena. My God, this is gonna fucking rule. The Elite, Okada, Jack Perry, Matthew, and Nicholas taking on Bryan Danielson, Cash, and Dax, and Darby Allin. Does Tony Khan get physical and not one of the Young Bucks right in the dick?
We do not see Tony Khan, but we do see a returning Hangman Page who helps the Elite win, and then they remove his suspension.
Woo! Woo!
Hangman Page's suspension will be lifted following Double or Nothing.
Woo!
Hangman will come out. They will think he's there for Team AEW, but he's going to side with the Elite.
By God, pal. All right. Dick Wolf is on my screen.
And right there's your next opponent for Swerve.
With that, we are ending the show. Dick Wolf is on my screen. Now we got the Marvel intro. It is time for Monday Night Raw. Thank you for tuning in to Lost the Midcard. Join us back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to break down what we saw on this holiday weekend. Have a great Memorial Day. And catch us on the Twitter, Raw of Showtime, JB Huskers. We're going to be live tweeting Raw right now. Have a good week.